It all began one seemingly normal Saturday morning in 2016. My husband and I woke up in our 2-bedroom apartment in Lagos, Nigeria. I did what I would do on a regular morning, which was to sit up on my side of the bed. But when I put my feet down, I stepped into a pool of water. Panic ensued as our house had been flooded due to a heavy rainstorm overnight. Almost everything material that we possessed was gone. Our 8-month-old was miraculously spared because he happened to be at grandma's for the weekend. We had to move back into my old room in my dad's house. We stayed there for about 5 months. Those were hard months, filled with financial instability, uncertainty, challenges in my relationship with my husband, my father, and extended family. It was also filled with difficulties on my job, a true shaking of my identity. It was a tough season. Within those 5 months, I did contemplate suicide. I struggled with depression, anxiety, overwhelm, low self-esteem, stress, and yes, self-hate. Those 5 months were akin to a wilderness experience, and it was a mom coach who I found on the streets of Instagram, Olusheye Ashiro, who stepped in as a guiding force to walk with me through and out on the other side. With her help, I went down to come up. I went back into my past, way past the immediate flooding tragedy, to come back into the present and then, with intentionality, think about my divinely aligned future. We worked through the pain, my past trauma, experiences, and mindsets. I journaled, I cried, I laughed. I asked myself the hardest questions. I tarried in solitude to discover the answers. And I clawed my way back into the light.
I met Funmi Ayowole sometime in 2016. She was looking for answers. She was overwhelmed. She was stuck in certain areas of her life and she just wanted clarity about her next steps. She needed answers so badly. And she reached out to me at that time for a coaching relationship. Funmi, even though at that time I had a lot of questions, right? She didn't let that stop her from looking for what she needed. She walked through the program rigorously, and I can say that Funmi has really evolved in the time that I've known her.
By the time my family and I moved out of my dad's and into our new apartment, my soul was undergoing a complete revamp. I had come into a baseline understanding of who I was, why I'm here, and how I am a channel of emotional healing unto nations. Through divine inspiration, I had penned down a vision of a soul clinic, a network of relief centers in different cities across the world. From there, I signed up to receive a counseling certification, studied online, and attended classes part-time in tandem with my 9-to-5, so that I could understand the basics of the human psychological framework. When my family and I moved to Canada in 2018, I took a step further and got trained and certified as an emotional health and wellness coach. And so the journey began. With individual and group coaching services, webinars, and social content, I registered the Soul Clinic as a legal entity. Working with my first paid client, Azizat Adejare, was a turning point for me. Her results and transformation gave me the confidence that my brand of soul coaching, a unique infusion of counseling and coaching with an emphasis on the mind, will, and emotions, worked.
For helping me to untangle the deepest knots, for helping me to discover my truest self, and for introducing me to a life of true freedom. Thank you so much, TFA Dufumi Ayowale.
More and more clients from different parts of the world have been added to the Soul Clinic's roster.
So about a year ago, I was overwhelmed with so many situations that took me in the direction of depression. I felt stuck in the season, and I had a sense of hopelessness and eventually falling out of love with God. It was a torrid season for me, I must say. I reached out and I could tell within the first minute, Fumi was very, very welcoming. She was very receptive. The whole 15 minutes spent with her was an eye opener. I got answers to so many questions.
One of the best investments I made in 2020 was engaging the services of TFA with the group Soul Coaching. And prior to that encounter, I never understood when people said, oh, this is what my soul is saying or my soul spoke. But now, after I am able to identify when my soul speaks, it was really helpful to be able to grow in getting to know another part of myself, which is my soul. TFA has the best tool.
Now, 2 years after, Fumi herself has become my coach in terms of wellness. Fumi has spoken at some of the events that I've held. She's coached people in my community, and I am so proud of what she's doing.
The realization that I cannot support everyone at the same time dawned on me. A client could be up at 10 a.m. seeking to speak or needing to speak, but it would be 2 a.m. my time. Another client could want to speak at 9 p.m., but because I'm at work and it's 10 a.m. my time, I wouldn't be able to attend to them. I knew I had to fix the timing situation. The Unbundling 2020 bootcamp, led by the epic Debola Deji Kurumi, moved me into execution. I have been able to document the coaching methodology that is unique to the Soul Clinic, develop a quick scan that cuts through emotional and mental clutter to deliver clarity and immediate next steps within 10 minutes. On August 31, 2020, I wrote down the North Star of the Virtual Soul Clinic. That is, a fully globally accessible 24/7 platform where support, coaching, counseling, and a listening ear is available to young leaders experiencing emotional health challenges within intervals of 15 minutes for free. It's November 13, 2021, and here we are.